It is truly the most noble of pastimes.
Exactly. In fact, I do it almost daily. I was out at around 12 o'clock p.m. and I get a bunch of my friends and I hide in the bush and I wait for the college age people to walk by and jump out of the bush. And
I find a dragon and punch them into it.
Exactly.
And then the dragon gets pissed because it thinks they're trying to start a fight, so dragon just incinerates them then and there.
So that's who started the fire.
Yeah.
It was the dragon.
Wait, did we even do the "we didn't start the fire" joke in this recording, or is it one of the other?
I don't even know.
I'm not even sure anymore. I just remember, apparently you can use the dragon in Final Fantasy 2 as an item in battle, like...
I feel like we just talked about that.
No, it was a
Wait, it was one of the previous recordings.
Yeah, that was on the last recording.
It was exactly an hour ago.
It wasn't exactly an hour ago because there was a delay in between, and then my video
only 50 minutes
so I traveled through time.
Yeah, so you're privileged. My needless annoyance to you was actually useful because you now have been able to travel through time, something that no one else has ever done. I was just trying to help you. And they say
I spent like 3 minutes in the previous attempt at recording this, talking about general relativity, and then used to disprove all of Einstein's stuff by making it possible for me to travel through time.
No, you didn't.
I hate life.
Exactly. Like, we have gone back to 1066, because this Chancellor is obviously trying to kill Lena and seize power in the power vacuum.
Oh god.
As we all know, this is London.
Yes.
And the game we're playing is Crusader Kings 2. I've never heard of a game called Final Fantasy V before.
No, no, this is obviously Final Fantasy Tactics, where, like, everybody behind the throne is trying to kill everybody on the throne to seize power.
Is this about the phone? What? I don't remember any phones.
There's phones. In
Friends?
Final Fantasy Tactics.
No.
All phones. All the time. Yes.
Final Fantasy Tactics?
You know, I think this is a great study into the descent of madness.
And here is a plot twist that obviously, like, is obvious.
Ferris, she takes off her face. I'm actually an octopus, he says to Lena, laughing. And she flies off into the sunset, consuming the world to end.
Yeah.
You know, I do that every day, almost at 12 o'clock. I get a gun to my friends, and I get into a bush, and I get into the college age.
Escape, what the fuck are you even doing? What the fuck?
Alright, so Buttes now has a mental breakdown and falls on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm convinced that's how you pronounce his name. It's Buttes, not Butts.
Yeah. Like Buttes, it's Dutch for boots. I don't even know.
I thought it was pronounced Eclair.
Yeah.
You know they were actually once considering naming. I mean, in the Japanese version, Lightning's real name is. Well, the English version name is Claire, right? The Japanese version name is Eclair, which is lightning in French, but it also is a kind of pastry.
Like, the thing is, would anybody, like, be able to take her seriously as a character? Like, if that was the thing? Although, let's be real, nobody can.
No one takes it seriously anyway. But anyway, it's actually a perfect metaphor. And Eclair is like this kind of, it's a piece of dough, right, with a chocolate on the top, and it has, like, cream filling in the middle. Just like lightning. I'm not going to elaborate on the metaphor anymore, no, she actually is just a piece of dough with chocolate on top with the cream filling.
Yeah, like, the cream filling is like her boobs getting bigger with every installment.
Exactly. And the disappointment.
The cream filling is really sickening if you eat too much of it and you dress up as a Mikote. But
actually, after
there's
watching,
people who really like it, even when it makes them sick.
You know, yeah. If you eat lots and lots of eclairs, you become fat and unhappy. Which is what happens to everyone who likes Final Fantasy Lightning Returns.
Yeah. It's
Did anyone
like,
actually like that game? Is there anyone in the entire universe who liked that game?
I don't even know, and I don't want to.
No, right? Is there any? Do you know anyone?
No, there is one person who liked that name, and it's Motomo Toriyama.
No, I don't think even he liked that.
Well, no, for him, wasn't it like waifu dress-up simulator?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure he just does that at his home every day. And
It wouldn't surprise me.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, he just goes to the modeling team and is like, yo, do me up like lightning in X outfit. And they're like, oh, we don't want to get fired, so okay.
I mean, I feel like did like people like finish Lightning Returns? Like they booted up, they looked at the title screen, and they said, "We've done something good." They look at it and like, yes, we've accomplished something. Well, I'm assuming what happened is they finished the game, they all burst into tears and all committed mass suicide, which I think is more likely to have happened.
Well, yeah. But here we wander around like Tycoon, just robbing everything that isn't nailed down. But is it really robbing if, like, half our party is royalty?
If you were a Viking, you would take the nails, too.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I learned something in the last
You'd also
recording.
take the people in the thing to sacrifice at a great blot to the gods. Like, sacrifices for the Allfather, yo. And yeah, we get a healing staff, which, instead of whacking people to hurt them with, you whack them and it makes them better.
So yeah, people at home, why don't you try this? Go up to, someone who's really close to you, like, a good friend, or like, a parent, maybe even a sibling. Just go up, get a big piece of wood, and just like wind up behind them, and just hit them on the head.
Yeah,
and
like...
then they'll be, even better, just find someone...
Like, it's
find someone with the flu
I
or something.
experimentally confirmed this. I have a pretty large piece of wood, and I use it very often to make people feel better.
I just find someone with like the flu who's really sick or something, and like, oh man, I wish like this Advil, this medication made me feel better. It's like, I've got the perfect medication. You just get this piece of wood, you whack them on the head,
and they feel better.
And they'll be like, wow, thank you, they say as they bleed out.
Well, they can't feel anything because they're dead.
I often do this every day. I can't even continue. I thought that the heights of madness of this would be the tree dungeon in Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. That is suffering. Did you ever watch that episode?
No, I don't think I did. I don't think I hated myself enough.
Don't watch it. It's like this, except 100 times worse. Because the tree dungeon is actually like 50 minutes long, and it's just the same thing over and over again.
So rewatching this, I realize I've missed something in Waltz as well. Which, like...
Was it your sanity?
We got something out of this.
Yeah, like, by the entrance there's stairs down into the canal, and I thought they were just a wall. So...
There's actually all of human kindness contained there.
Yeah, like,
And
going over this over and over and over and over and over and over and over, obviously... like, it's just showing where I've gone wrong. Like, it is
exactly.
my own, it is my own personal purgatory.
I think you should really watch this again. I mean, you should just like sit down and just watch it again. I think you'll feel much better. I'll even be there with you. I can just sit there. I do this every day at around midnight. I just sit there and watch Final Fantasy.
I love the flavor text for Iron Helm in this game. Watch out for magnets.
Why not watch out for electric wires?
Yeah.
Why not?
It's because magnets are a mystery. Like, nobody knows how magnets work. Like, fuck
I mean, as great poets once said.
As the greatest of poets said, Lawrence Keats, he was all fucking magnets. How do they work?
You know, I feel like, in 1,000 years, archaeologists, they'll just be digging through the ruins of, civilization, and they'll be like, wow, they really did understand magnets, did they? It's the only thing that remains is the insane clown posse. They will have the last laugh.
Well, obviously, they will be the last presidents of the United States.
Yeah.
Can you imagine, like, somebody actually watching this 1,000 years in the future? If YouTube's still around.
If you're watching this 1,000 years in the future, one, you've got really good English comprehension for a language that's probably not the same in 1,000 years. Second of all, you should probably be spending your... I guess if you're in the future, probably immortal, have some sort of space-time dilation thing. Actually, if you're in the future, can you please change the past to make it better for me? If you're in the future, please make the past better.
No, this is a fine work of literature we're working on here. You see, it's a ground mark in the trolling people on the internet is a movement, which is really going to take effect around 2020, and I really feel like this is going to be a huge breakthrough, and 2,000 years from now.
I mean, Chinese water
really study,
where they just keep dropping water on you, or
even technology on people are.
Yeah.
I'm still amazed they're just like, oh, sup, yeah, just steal all the tents. Also, there's an ice, goddess in the castle.
But nobody can be bothered to deal with it, probably because they forgot to bring enough crystals.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just don't like J-Rock.
No, they didn't attune to the aetherite, they did not attune to Shiver's aetherite, they're just scrubs.
Yeah, why isn't Moon Burrito in this game?
Did you say Lunar Burrito?
That's not her name at all, it's someone who dies.
Spoilers, I mean, what if I want to eat the Lunar Burrito later? You can't just let it die.
Okay. And here, the King of Walls denies climate change. He is...
why is his name King? His town is named Walls, right?
Oh, that was good.
His name is also Walls.
And his castle is also named Walls, and his tower.
So it's like,
As we all know, Walls is spelled the same as false, except with a W instead of an F. So this guy is a freaking liar. Yeah. Also, a meteor comes down and causes an earthquake before it even hits.
Exactly. The future can change the past, right?
20 seconds in the future.
The future changes the past.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
This is a completely failed attempt at 3D.
Mode 7.
And here is it's why would you try and go towards a meteor? You'd think everything would just be a smoldering wreck.
Well, clearly you haven't met a lot of meteors in their life. I mean, I think that's a pretty prejudiced thing to say.
Exactly.
I mean, some meteors are really well.
Thousands and thousands of meteors destroy human civilization and cause a stupid video game to take over society.
Exactly. And
a lot of meteors are actually well-adjusted people.
And with that, we are done for today. Thanks all for watching. That is it.
Did you record it?
We have